guys, welcome back to the channel on the VW Caddy. Now you guys know this Caddy by now, and if you don't, go and watch the start of the Caddy series. We bought a £900 Facebook Marketplace non-runner, and yeah, we've done a lot of work. We've got it fixed, we got it working, but then the engine decided to blow up on the way home, which wasn't great. So if you haven't seen the last episode, go and check it out. But ultimately we decided that we would start to strip down the front of the Caddy. This has been my first ever engine swap, and all I can say is we're now ready to pull her out. Now obviously I'm not stupid. I've got the crane set up, I've got everything done, I've got the mount all out, I jacked the engine up, everything was done, and then lovely, the brother-in-law came over to give me a hand. Now he has worked on cars before, so this does make it a lot easier for me, but I try not to bother people. I try and do it myself, but if I can't do it, I will give somebody a shout. So engine was pretty much there, as you see, put a tyre down, just wanted to pull it out temporarily because there's so many cables still attached, and plugs still attached for that case. I don't know what I've done, but I missed all of them plugs on the top, so we probably spent another 30-40 minutes just stripping this down, and it took about an hour to pull it out. So for me it took around an hour and 45, an hour and 50 minutes to get the engine out in a total complete time. Obviously this was at 8 o'clock in the morning, so we started really early, straight on this, just to get it out. And yeah, as you can see, it's coming out nice and easy, just getting all the plugs and everything off, and all I can say is what an achievement. This has been absolutely brilliant. Yes, it's on the grass, yes, it's on the driveway, and so many people have commented, but you know what, I'm happy I've done it. And this was the first ever engine pull out. If I had the new engine, I could have put that straight back in the same day, but I've got it in the Leon, and I know that I need to change the turbo on that engine. So what I'm trying to do is get the Caddy fully ready, which it is now, and now I need to start working on the Leon next, get the Leon stripped down, and I want it side by side. I want the Caddy rolled up, ready to go in the Leon space. The engine will come straight out and go straight back in to the Caddy, and then we've got the whole pain around wiring looms. But look, I'm over the moon, and I'm really happy we've done it. And that leaves us with where we are now, a VW Caddy on the driveway with no engine. So my plan is to obviously, and forget my croaky voice guys, I've had a real rough poorly week, and this is where we are now. Look at the state of this Caddy engine, or what was the Caddy engine. So I'm going to tidy all the wiring loom up, get it all in the bag out of the way, and then what I'm going to do is give this a real good jet wash and clean inside there. So yeah, she came out really nice, and to be honest I was quite impressed at how easy it came out. But all these cables need to be all bundled up and moved out the way, and I think I'm going to give it a wash, but specifically down here, because look at all that grime and dirt that we've got there. Really hard to remember where each one of these goes, so I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for me, because I really just can't remember where any of these went. I know why, because I was just rushing to get it out, and I was trying my hardest just to get the engine out and to get it recorded. It's a long slog, took me about an hour and 40 minutes in total, so it's not too bad of a job to get done. But what is bad is when you've got your engine laid in the middle of your garage, and I'll be honest, it is taking up some space. I think I underestimated the size of an engine, absolutely did. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you guys can see inside of here. Let me have a quick look. Probably a bit too dark. So the turbo I'm going to take off, because I've got it all here in front of me. It's actually quite nice because I can just literally take everything. I've took all the injectors out. They've all sold for 60, 65, 70 quid each. So really I've made, well, 300 quid already, and I'll be honest, that's near enough paid the Seat off, which is really good. But what isn't good is having a garage and not having any space and having a big old lump of metal in the middle. I mean, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but look at that, I got the engine out. Honestly, I'm over the moon. I'm absolutely. I've never changed the clutch before, I've never dropped a gearbox or anything like that. But what I do know is that everyone says to me, they're heavy. So I've got one last bolt left in. These are a 17 up top, and the 16's all the way around. I don't know why they're different bolts, but I know it's ready to drop off. I'm just left one bolt loose, ready. So I don't know if it's going to piss with oil. I have no idea. I think I need to just jack this up ever so slightly. Get a bit of leverage on the weight. And then, is it? I'm quite nervous. I don't know how heavy it is. I'm lucky I've got a tyre there though, in case. Let's put one more. I've seen the lads just rock it. I don't rock it too much because it's on the engine crate. But must be aware how heavy. It can't be heavier than what I bench in the gym. Can't be, boys. It can't be that heavy. I've seen people move and hide my fingers. Now is there still a bolt in or something? Is there something still in? Like up and then out. We're close, but no cigar. There you go, nice. Pretty much out that. And she's heavy, alright. Yeah, she's gonna be heavy. Let me get ready for this. So it looks like it just slots over the top of that flywheel or whatever it is. Is it? That's in gear or something. Let's have a little look, see if she moves. She moves now. So close. It feels like there's still a bolt in there, but I know there isn't. It feels like there is. We're practically off. Oh, yeah. There she blows. There she blows. She's not even off yet, boys. Right, I need to stand up for this because deadlift moment. It's getting caught somewhere on the drive shaft or somewhere around the drive shaft area. There we are. Is that out? Yep. Oh my Jesus Christ. That was heavy. I didn't think they were that heavy. Just try and deadlift it. I train in the gym, right? To them biceps. Let me just test this gearbox. Oh, that is easy. 70, 80 kg, 100 kg maybe. Whew. Right. Another milestone. So that's the gearbox out. Lovely jubbly. Clutch plate. I've watched the lads. I've never done a clutch before, guys, just so you know. I've never done a clutch, so it'll be nice to strip this down. So it's this plate. Interestingly enough, I was expecting gearbox oil or something to come out of that, and it didn't. So unless I've missed the point. So I don't know if you guys have actually seen the full engine yet. I've took the turbo off earlier on. Again, really surprisingly enough to get that out. The head looks good on this engine. The oil cooler just took a massive bash there. I think the rod blew out of the bottom of the engine. Because just here, I don't know if you can see that, but I think that's a rod. You guys I'll show you guys on the GoPro in a minute. It is good, but I want to go further. I want to get the head off, and the reason I'm doing this is because I've got to learn. So to get it's all part of the learning game. Now, whoever has an engine sat inside their garages, turn this round. There's that lovely, just go up a little bit more. There's that lovely oil filter housing that we so recently put on, and now we're so recently taking that off. Right guys, so I think that is probably about it for this video, and I'm over the moon. I've nearly got the engine stripped down to the block. Putting it back together, yes, I could do it. Can I find where the plugs and everything goes? I don't know. I've got all the old engine bits sat inside the cycling bag so it doesn't ruin my garage floor. But ultimately, getting the engine out was easy. Manoeuvring the engine was a little bit harder, especially I've got a new driveway. It's a new build home and the driveway is nice, so I don't want to ruin the drive, so I had to keep sliding this tray underneath it. So far, what do I probably need some advice on? Where's the fluid inside the gearbox? I would have expected some fluid to come out once I've dropped that gearbox. And it looks like it's pointing towards a bottom end problem. I don't know if the oil pump failed. Could that cause a rod to knock, or I don't know enough about them yet, but basically there's a rod definitely inside there that's smashed to pieces, so it's got to be a bottom end problem. Is the top worth getting rid of? Would somebody ever use the top? Just keep the head? I think what we'll do is we'll take that all apart, we'll have a look at the the cams look good, everything looks clean on the top, so I'm quite happy with that. Clutch was always terrible in the Caddy, so I'm going to take it out, have a look at the clutch. Turbo still in great condition. I suppose if anybody wants some parts off the engine, give me a shout, let me know. But yeah, I think in the next episode we best get that front end stripped down on that Seat, and we best get the bloody thing in. So if you've enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, drop me a comment, let me know you've watched it. And yeah, who said was IT tech boffins can't strip engines out, strip them down, have a look at it. You're all mad, you don't need to be a mechanic. It's a piece of piss. Stay tuned guys, bye for now.